So I'm speaking at Jesus School today, and I recently just found this book called The Valley of Vision. It's a collection of Puritan prayers. Check this out. His prayer is that God would possess me with thyself. He goes on to say, grant me access to the warmth of fellowship. He talks about the ordinary concerns of life, having our thoughts and desires rising to him, and in habitual devotion, having his successes sanctified. Man. He goes on to say, you have made me capable of enjoying you, the source of all happiness. He says, while Jesus is representing me in heaven, may I reflect him on the earth. And this is my favorite. He said, Lord, I am in need of the same counsel, the same defense, and the same comfort I found at my very beginning. Beautiful. I'll put a link down below if you want to grab one of these.
Why? Well, they would learn real quick how to minister to the Lord, how to be closer to him, and lay their life down and die to themselves.
Paul said, it's no longer I that live, but Christ who lives in me. So as Eric said just a few minutes ago, it's an animation issue. The Holy Spirit comes and he animates us, and the life of Jesus begins to flow through us. So the Holy Spirit is the Spirit of Jesus. He is the Spirit of God, the Spirit of Christ, in 3 separate scriptures. That tells me something, that what he came to do in Jesus here, he comes to do in us. But the Holy Spirit comes and lives through us the same way he lived through Jesus.
All right, guys. So I just did Jesus School here, and I was talking to them about Jesus is everything, which means that we must be nothing. If we are not nothing, then he cannot be everything for us. We must choose nothingness so that Jesus can come in and be everything. The marriage is nothing to everything. We are the nothing. He is the everything. A lot of people are unable to experience Christ as everything because they refuse to become nothing. If I refuse to become nothing, then I reject him as everything. And this is so freeing. We are free to be nothing. Then he can come in as the one who knows everything, performs everything, creates everything, does everything himself. Jesus must be everything in our lives. Living at his feet is where he speaks to us, empowers us, satisfies us, and then living there at his feet is the same way that he quickens us and leads us and guides us, so we never leave his feet. Everything is about staying in this place of nothingness. Then he can do all and be all. This is the key. God is all, we are not. We've ordered a bunch of our books for the Jesus Conference coming up. Burn, How to Be Happy. Hey.
Hi.
What's Jesus saying to you today?
To be me.
What have you been doing all day, Mia? Also, if you saw my video from yesterday, the book that I was quoting from is called Life on the Highest Plane. It's by Ruth Paxson. I'll also put a link down below for this one. We also just got these done. Jesus is Enough mugs. There's a link down below for them.
Matthew chapter 6, verse 6. Jesus speaks to us about prayer. He says, when you pray, go into your most private room and closing the door, pray to your Father who sees in secret. And your Father who sees in secret will reward you in the open. This actual text is what the entire course is going to be driving home. We must spend time with God. We're going to talk practically about how to experience Him, experiencing and enjoying God from the Scriptures. Thank you so much for signing up. I know the Lord is going to do something incredible in your life.